What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the stream, and we are finally back with those Kansas City Royals. I do apologize for the delay in the uploads. I was studying just intensely nonstop for about a month and a half for a really big board exam for medical school. So I've had this one gameplay that's kind of been holding up these long list of recordings that I have on my YouTube already because I was waiting to cut up this gameplay and do this recording. So hopefully after this we'll be on a pretty consistent upload schedule. After that, I think I'll upload probably every other day because I do have quite a bit of content available. So anyways, as we're kicking off, we are going to Seattle to take on the Mariners, and our big free agent acquisition this offseason, Tyler Mahle, is back in Kansas City and looking to be the ace of our staff going forward. So let's get it rolling right here. All right, so today we are going to be taking on George Kirby. You look at his numbers last year, not too bad. A 3.63 ERA, struck out 169 guys in 178 in the third innings. Nice little whip there at 1.17. So this guy's a pretty good starter, so we're going to have the work cut out for us facing this pitching staff today. And with already 2 outs on the board, Bobby Witt steps to the plate, and he is going to drive a ball to right center field, but Julio Rodriguez is going to be all over it, and that's going to be the end of the first inning, and I believe he only threw 6 or 7 pitches in that inning. So a good start from George Kirby, not so much from our offense as we head to the bottom of the first. So as previously mentioned, our starting pitcher today is going to be Tyler Mahle. He had a pretty solid season. Second half wasn't great. I remember when we traded him, he was down I think below 3.3 ERA, but we did get net a very awesome return in that blockbuster with the San Diego Padres, and then he kind of fell off a little bit. But I'm happy to have him back in Kansas City and excited to see what he can do. So now 1 out. He is facing J.P. Crawford, tries to get the fastball up in the zone, but the location not quite pinpoint, and Crawford is going to tee off. That ball was a lot lower than I was hoping, kind of bled over the plate a little bit, and Crawford is going to hit that ball 379 feet. Nice little exit velo, 101 miles per hour. Crawford, not a huge power bat, but I do remember he had a monster of a season with the power last season, so he is kicking off year number 2 of this franchise on a high note. First AB going Yahtzee to right field. Take a look at the home run replay here. Again, 379 on the distance and a 101 exit velo. So let's see how Tyler Mahle can bounce back. And right now he is facing Julio Rodriguez, and he is going to blow a fastball right past him. Good gas there for out number 2. And now at the plate we have Jared Kelenic with 2 outs, and Mahle's going to throw the pitch and gets a nice quick comebacker, but Mahle's able to handle it with ease, and that is going to be the end of the first inning. But not before the Mariners can do a little bit of damage. J.P. Crawford with a 1-out bomb to right field gets the Mariners on the board and has a 1-0 deficit for the Kansas City Royals. Top half of the second inning here now. Vinny Pasquantino leading off, trying to get back that 1 run. Pasquantino going to drive a line drive into right center field, and that is going to be a stand-up double for Vinny. So maybe we can try to get something going to respond to that early run from the Mariners. See, he's nice and pumped up there. Let's take a look at the replay here real quick. Not a huge launch angle here. That's why it's just ended up in the gap, but a nice strong hit from our big first baseman there. Now Gleyber Torres coming up to the plate, trying to get the line, keep it moving, and that ball is going to be way too high. He is going to take a walk as well. So now we're threatening with 2 runners on, first and second. Offseason signing Gio Urshela into building here. What can he do? Well, he's just going to hit a perfect into the 5.5 hole, but a little too hard. Vinny Pasquantino does not have a lot of speed. Despite the poor throw from left field, we are not able to advance the runner to home and get that tying run. Drew Waters, he's going to hit just a little dinker to third base. Now can he beat it out to first base? Yes, he does. And that is going to be an RBI fielder's choice. So we are now tied. Not the greatest contact from Drew Waters there, but hey, I'll take it. A little run there. Now Michael Garcia is at the plate, and he is going to rip a scorcher to first base, but that is right at the first baseman, Ty France, and that is going to be a 3-6-3 inning-ending double play rally killer. Take a look at the replay here. Michael Garcia put a little charge into this, but, right at a guy on the ground. Just, you got to try to elevate these if you want to do some real damage, and that is going to be the end of that. Back at the bottom half now, Tyler Mahle facing Ty France, and that is going to be a strikeout. Mahle had a pretty good day in the strikeout department. He struck out 5, so not too bad for his 2024 debut. And then now we're facing Jason Dominguez, who is somehow on the Seattle Mariners. Don't know how that happened. But he is going to drop one in front of Austin Slater. He's going to be trying to get aggressive for 2, and Slater says, no, you're not getting that. A perfect dime to second base to get Dominguez, trying to stretch that single into a double. Check out the replay here. Didn't hesitate, came up firing. I love the aggressiveness from Dominguez, but great throw by Austin Slater. Now back in the top half of the 3rd inning, and they're going to see Nate Eaton striking out. George Kirby had himself a nice little day. He struck out 7 hitters on the day. Now we got Colton Wong at the dish. He's going to rip a line drive into the gap, and he's going to try to get aggressive. And then Austin Slater says, all right, you know what? You're not doing this. And what a throw from Austin Slater. That is a long one. Colton Wong does not have as much speed as he used to, and Slater has now erased 2 runners in this game trying to stretch singles into doubles. Look at the perfect throw right there. It took every bit of perfect accuracy to get Colton Wong on what should have been an easy double. So Gleyber Torres debuting for us after the big offseason acquisition. He did not have a good day as he strikes out there. He finished the day 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. And we go back to the bottom of the 4th. J.P. Crawford did some damage against this pitching staff. He's going to lace a single into center field. He finished the day 2 for 4, so a nice first day of the season for him. Now, Tyler Mahle facing Julio Rodriguez. He's going to rip a single into left field, and that is back-to-back singles. And now the Mariners are threatening in the bottom of the 4th here with runners on 1st and 2nd. So Tyler Mahle's going to have to work himself out of a little jam, and now he's going to be facing Jared Kelenic. Well, that's going to be a nice little splitter off the plate to get yourself out number 1. Good strikeout there. Now facing Ty France. Fastball up and in. That is going to be a lazy pop. I'll give him the infield fly rule. That is now 2 outs. So now he is 1 out away from dancing out of danger. Facing Jason Dominguez. Ooh, that ball's going to just miss. Very competitive pitch by Tyler Mahle there. But unfortunately, isn't going to work out. Now he's facing Tyler Stevenson in a 2-1 count. Fastball leaks over the plate just a little bit, but Nate Eaton is going to be all over it in left field, and that is going to be damage averted. And that is the end of the 4th inning, keeping us tied at 1-1. All right, now sending us to the bottom of the 5th inning, Nate Eaton. He's going to try to drive something into center field with a runner on first base, but that is going to be a lazy fly ball, and that is going to be all that she wrote in that inning. Now Tyler Mahle facing J.P. Crawford again. Soft little single to first base, and he's just going to beat it out. This was actually ruled an error. Probably should have been a hit. This just swinging bunt ended up right in front of home plate, and I wasn't able to make a very good play on it. Now facing J-Rod again, and he is going to bloop a ball into center field, and Torres is all able to get back on it. Thought that ball might drop in, give myself a little bit of trouble, but Torres was all over it. Now Jared Kelenic again. He's going to be swinging at a high fastball. Rough day for Kelenic. He did have 3 strikeouts on the day. Now Ty France. And that is going to be a perfect if you couldn't tell by the sound of the bat. And now in the bottom of the 6th inning here, the Mariners are threatening 1st and 2nd, and that is trouble for us. We're trying to tiptoe out of danger yet again here. Ty France, middle of this order, doing some good work against Tyler Mahle on the day. But we do have 2 outs, and that's going to be all she wrote for Tyler Mahle. We're going to go to Josiah Gray. Had a rough season last year, but he did do pretty well when he switched to the bullpen role. Final line on Tyler Mahle is going to be 5 2/3, 6 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks, 1 earned run, but he is still responsible for those 2 guys on base right now, and Josiah Gray is going to try to get him off the hook. So he's going to try to spike a curveball here, and that's going to get away from MJ Melendez, so that's not a good start. Instead of having 1st and 2nd, now we got 2nd and 3rd, so a single is going to score 2 runs, so this could be problematic, but Josiah Gray does not back down, and he hits him with a nasty backdoor curveball for the swing and the miss, and we are out of this. Jason Dominguez not able to do some damage with ducks on the pond, and you look at Josiah Gray pumped up as he goes off the field, and we are still 1-1 going into the 7th inning. All right. Good pitch there. Good work by Josiah Gray. And now we are going to be facing a new pitcher for the Mariners, Marco Gonzalez. You see the numbers last year. Not too much for him in 19 games. 3.17 ERA. Pretty solid. Final line for George Kirby. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and the 1 earned run. let's see if we can get on to Marco Gonzalez. So we're facing Vinny Pasquantino. He's going to greet him with a first pitch single to right. Almost got the diving catch there in right field, but that's going to get us going. Pasquantino had himself a very good opening day, finishing the day 3 for 4. So he's getting us rolling here in the 7th inning. Now with Gleyber Torres at the dish, remember I said he did not have a very good game? Well, it's not going to be very good if you're just looking at easy fastballs right on the plate. So not good there. But Gio Urshela behind him hits lefties pretty well. What can he do for us here? Well, just a nice simple little single right up the middle. And now we are threatening. Ducks on the pond. First and second, 1 out. Let's see what we can do. And now Drew Waters with 99 clutch. So he can probably do something with people in position and fielding scoring position. And he's able to just kind of weasel a single into right field, seeing eye single there, and we got the bases loaded again, this time with 1 out in the 7th, trying to take that lead. And yeah, he didn't hit this ball very hard, but sometimes it's just where you put it. Little seeing eye single action right there. And all right, Michael Garcia up again. Hit the ball hard a couple times today, and boom, gonna hit it again. And a diving stop by Ty France. Can he beat it out though? And he does! Michael Garcia, couple of hard-hit balls today right at the first baseman. Took a tough play from Ty France here to keep this ball from getting the outfield, leading to 2 runs, but just stabbed it there. Almost got the double play ball, but Michael Garcia with enough athleticism to beat it out at first base, and that is going to be the go-ahead run. Now at the dish is Nate Eaton with runner on third base, 2 outs, and he's going to hit a decently hard ground ball to second base, but it's going to eat up Colton Wong, and that's going to be everybody safe for run number 2. So a little insurance there, thanks to a simple little error by Colton Wong, but I'm not complaining. I'll take runs any way I can get them. So that's going to lead to a pitching change, and here comes Jordan Lyles, a former Kansas City Royal who we traded in our first season to the Seattle Mariners. Had a pretty good last couple of years, so he's going to try to work out of this jam. And on top of that, we are going to be pinch hitting Diego Hernandez for Austin Slater. Slater doesn't hit righties that well, and I'm looking to try to get one more insurance run out of this. And Hernandez on an 0-1 count is going to absolutely scorch a ball to center field, and that is going to get the job done, as we are going to easily score the runner from second base, and we now have a 3-run lead here. I love that. It's always a little bit easier to work with 3 runs instead of 2 runs instead of 1 run, obviously, of course, right? But take a look at this. You know, Diego Hernandez stayed ready on the bench and just rips a nice hard liner into center field. Now MJ Melendez at the dish, and he's just going to hit a nice simple ground ball to Colton Wong at second base. Probably how the Nate Eaton play should have ended, but we were able to eke out 2 more runs because of that mistake by Colton Wong, and we now lead 4-1 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. So Josiah Gray still out there facing Tyler Stevenson. Got a 2-2 count and nobody out. And he's going to hit him with a nice slider off the plate. Josiah Gray had a good outing out of the pen today. Now he's facing Taylor Trammell. And that is going to be a nice curveball. Got him on the check swing, and that is that. Good outing from Josiah Gray. He pitched 1 1/3. I believe he struck out 3 guys on the day. So good job liking his transition so far to the bullpen. So Bobby Witt going to hit a nice little bouncer down the left field line. He's going to get aggressive with that speed. But Jared Kelenic said, I'm going to get you at second base too. Whatever you guys can do, I can do better. So 3 guys have been thrown out at second base trying to stretch singles into doubles. Kind of a little interesting thing that happened in this game. So going to the bottom of the 8th, we are going to go to our offseason acquisition in John Brebbia. See the numbers last year. Pretty good with a 2.68 ERA and a 104 whip. So this is our setup man for this season. And he is going to go right after JP Crawford and get him frozen on a fastball up in the zone. He doesn't like to call, but hey, looks like to me that was in the zone, buddy. So you should be swinging a stick instead of going down looking. So good start for John Brebbia getting that first out in this 8th inning. And he's going to keep going to work here facing Julio Rodriguez with 2 outs. And that is going to be a hard hit ball, but right at Gleyber Torres to clean it up, and that is going to be a hold for John Brebbia. This is exactly what we brought him in for. We wanted some veterans in the back end of our bullpen to do some work for us. Didn't want to rely on some younger guys, and this is another one of the guys we brought back, Ryan Stanek, who had a great season last year. You see, he was 46 of 46 on saves last year. 1.22 ERA with a .95 whip, just outstanding all around, and he is going to start with a flame-throwing fastball. There's Kelenic's 3rd strikeout on the game. So we are going to keep rolling here. Ryan Stanek now with 2 outs and an 0-2 count on Jason Dominguez. And Dominguez is going to go down on the high cheese. And that is a 4-1 opening day victory for the Kansas City Royals. All around a pretty good day. I liked what I got on a Tyler Mahle. From the starting point, I really liked how the bullpen pitched. Josiah Gray was able to work out of a tough jam as he came in with some inherited runners. John Brebbia and Ryan Stanek behind him were able to clean it up without any threats. And the offense did just enough work. Kirby gave us a little bit of trouble, but we were able to eke out a run against him. And then when Marco Gonzalez came in, we were able to get the go-ahead runs and then add a little bit of insurance on top of that. So just checking out the box score here real quick. This is hopefully going to kick off a long streak of uploads going forward. I do have quite a bit of content available on my YouTube already. So in the meantime, between now, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see y'all again soon. Deuces.